Chaz Bono, we talked about this before.
You haven't heard her voice, have you?
No.
Got the tape here of Chaz.
Because she's going to be interviewed on Entertainment Tonight and
That's right.
tomorrow.
But they ran a promo so you can hear her new voice because, I mean, he's become a man.
That's right.
Now, one of the most compelling stories of the year, Chastity Bono's decision to become Chaz.
Starting Thursday on Entertainment Tonight, Sonny and Cher's little girl becomes a man.
This is your very first interview talking about becoming a man.
Yeah, I just felt like, male from the time that I was a child.
Wow. Chastity Bono and her stunning transition to Chaz.
You had your breasts removed. The hormones have clearly changed your voice.
It does it in stages.
Mary Hart's world-exclusive interview.
You shave?
I shave about once a week now.
Starts Thursday on E.T.
So this is like puberty. She's shaving about.
It'd be good if other celebrity kids would become something like, I don't know, like...
Besides giant pains in the ass?
Who's a celebrity? Rod Stewart's son becomes a giraffe.
That would be great.
I've been on the giraffe drugs for weeks. My neck is about
stretching,
It's about a third bigger than it was, but it's going to be a lot longer than that.
In the interview which airs tonight and tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight, Bono says, I felt like a male from the time I was a child. There wasn't much feminine about me. Now, when I used to see her on the TV show, I never thought she was masculine at all.
It would be great if it would be great if Lorenzo Lamas' kid became a kimono dragon.
See Lorenzo Lamas' kid eat a mouse as a kimono dragon.
Chaz says that he's been clean and sober since 2004, and he couldn't have made the decision to make this change without doing that first. He added that now that he was turning 40, it's now or never. I want to still feel vibrant and be able to enjoy my life in a male body and not wait until I'm an old man.
Rod Stewart's son just started eating leaves.
So the changes include the lowering of the voice.
Hello, Mary Hart.
Fat redistribution.
My fat is redistributed.
It's me, Chastity.
Musculature.
Hair growth.
How are you?
And her sex drive.
Tickle my tits, yeah.
Eventually just
Mary, I'm going to take my cock out and pee on you for the show.
Eventually she's like,
how about a celebrity golden shower?
Mary, I got to trim my goatee.
So he cut his tits off and redistributed his fat, and he shaves once a week.
Well, do you think he slimmed down a little bit?
No.
No?
No. I'm like a young Raymond Burr.
Well,
I'll be being Ironside next.
Speaking of weight issues, are you ever so obese that your children should be taken away from you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
A severely obese family in Dundee, Scotland, whose newborn child was briefly taken from them by Child Protective Services while the mother was still recovering in the hospital, is now gaining international attention over the issue of whether childhood obesity can be a sign of abuse or neglect. The couple, whose names aren't being released, has 6 children and told the British media that child protection authorities warned them they face losing custody if they could not get their older children's weight under control.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
Authorities already removed 2 children aged 3 and 4 from the family home, leaving 3 other children with the couple. Sort of like, you already ruined those, let's try to save the youngest ones.
You know, I'm all for gay rights and everything, but I'm having a hard time calling Chastity Chaz and accepting him as a man.
And saying he whenever you...
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with it.
Me too.
No, but I'm gonna try. But
I'm trying. I slip a couple of times, but I say he.
Mary Hart, I'm ready for my first interview with Chaz.
I wish he'd come in here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he'd come in here.
He'd be perfectly comfortable here.
Hello, Mary.
You know, the truth is, after being here, he'd be comfortable everywhere else. Open up the world to him.
If I knew how to work the harmonizer, I would be like, hello, Mary. Can only imagine. All right.
The investigation showed that the 40...
Mary, I just shit my pants.
The 40-year-old mother weighed at least 322 pounds before she got pregnant with her sixth child. A toddler with the family weighed 56 pounds, and an older sibling weighed 224 pounds by the age of 13. So do you think these children should be taken away?
Yes, I do.
Couple.
Yes.
All right. You think that's a valid reason to get the kids out of there?
Chastity's going to become so manly. So, like, if that's a third of what...
Yeah, the voice is going to get deeper.
I mean, and that, do you think it's going to... Like, you think he's going to go, like, super macho? Like, yes, Mary, this is my new voice. And she's like, my God, Chaz, you really have become a man. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to go out and beat up some fags. Oh, my God. Now you're anti-homosexual? That's right. I'm such a man, I'm going to beat up gay people. She's going to look like Bigfoot in 6 months.
I've got a 50 timer on Michigan State.
My mother is Cher.
Boy, Chaz, you are so masculine.
I've got Michigan State parlayed with the over with Iowa.
And I understand you do drugs and you drink now.
I'm doing drugs and drinking.
And you going to Vegas and fuck some whores? I'm
going to fuck a lot of whores in Vegas. Fuck the gays. I'm framing a house in Newark. Later I have to sheetrock a bathroom.
Hey, Chaz, you are the most masculine man. I mean, who would have imagined?
Holy shit, those hormones work.
The one thing you have to ask is Cher going to try for another daughter?
I inherited $80 million. I'm doing drywall in Seacook.
I understand you got a job on the docks.
I'm loading ships in this weekend.
You're so manly. Oh, my goodness.
And will Elijah Blue hang out with her now?
I'm enforcing for a loan shark.
He's like a girl.
He can't hang with me.
Is it true you're a lumberjack in Alaska last?
It's Paul Bunyan. She turned into Paul Bunyan.
I'm moving to Brainerd and buying an axe.
You're the most masculine man I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit you with my Adam's apple in the head?
I'm hungry. I need an apple. Do you have any?
Hey, Mary, suck my cock.
Will she get a male sense of humor out of all that?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's what she clearly has.
You can hear it. You hear it in this interview that I'm doing with him. Chaz, you have the most masculine humor. You really do.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
The other day, I shit in a spackle bucket on a construction site.
Well, you're really amazing that you now drywall.
I drywall.
You bet.
I wet wall.
You gamble.
I bet. I gamble.
Who do you like in the series?
I don't know. They both seem like fags.
All right, Chastity. Well, we have to go, don't you? Yes. I'm on the phone asking for my cunt. You're making phony phone calls, Chaz?
I'm going to fart in a bottle.
You're going to do an upper decker.
Where's Florentine?
I'm giving a whore a Dutch oven as we speak.
All right. Anything else for Robin?
Yes. A Florida man accused of killing his son-in-law in New Jersey is arguing that he was unable to commit the crime because he was too fat.
Right.
When Edward Addies takes the stand in his defense on Wednesday, he's expected to tell jurors he wouldn't have had the energy needed to climb and descend the staircase where prosecutors say the killer was perched when he shot Paul Danchek, a 40-year-old pharmaceutical executive, in 2006.
All right.
So that's his defense. An attorney who was contacted about this says, hey, it's an unusual defense, but it could work. So Addies claims that in 2006, the 62-year-old man stood 5'8" and tipped the scales at 285 pounds, and that he was in such bad physical shape that he couldn't have pulled off the shooting or the fast getaway that the killer made.
Chaz is on the Sibian.
I'm rewiring it.
I can't talk. I'm pouring the new slurry wall at the Trade Center site.
Forbes has come out with its list of top-earning dead celebrities.
Yes, there are people in death who make a lot of money, like Elvis, I imagine.
I bet Michael took over, though.
Yeah.
Not quite. The pop superstar has reportedly earned $90 million since passing away, Michael Jackson.
Wow, already.
In June, thanks to skyrocketing album sales and the lucrative This Is It movie deal. To be eligible for the list, the celebrity.
Chaz, you don't like Michael Jackson, do you?
No, he seems a little fruity.
The celebrity would have needed to bank at least $6 million between October 1st, 2008 and October 1st, 2009. Jackson passed away just 14 weeks before the cutoff date and made the list. Topping the list is fashion icon Yves Saint Laurent.
Remember that really cool movie where Marilyn Monroe was the star of it, and there was this French guy who was really a billionaire, but he wanted to see if Marilyn Monroe would love him just for him, so he decided to become a comedian and an actor, and people had to coach him in being a comedian and actor. Do you remember that?
Right.
Well, wouldn't it be a cool remake if, like, Artie stars as a guy who has to teach Chaz how to be a real man?
The man coach.
I'm thinking about it. I would direct something like this.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah, I could write it up. It would take me more than a weekend. It almost writes itself.
Yeah, I mean...
Like Chaz is freaking out because as much as the hormones are working, he's got a beard and all this other shit, just realizes he really doesn't know how to be manly. Like, he doesn't know how to do really fucked up stuff.
He's got to do a lot of manly stuff, yeah.
So... then you step in.
And then I step in.
She sees you on, on a Letterman show.
Right.
And says, oh, my God, look at this fucking guy.
That's a man.
That's the kind of man I want to be.
I used to like Michael Jackson. Now I've got Hatchet tickets.
Molly Hatchet?
Yeah, I'm a big Hatchet fan. Bounty Hunter's my favorite song.
Hey, because I still have a suspicion that Chastity's still a little too feminine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't really get it.
You got to teach her the ins and outs.
Yeah.
She spent too much time as a woman.
Yeah, exactly. If she really knew how to be a man, she wouldn't want to be one. Trust me. She should have spent some time with Artie.
I just got done with my training. I'm in practice. I'm eating a sub on the shitter.
After a week with Artie, she said, I thought I had a man trapped in me. It wasn't even.
Yeah, Artie taught me how to shit and get a blowjob at the same time.
I'd love to go to ballet class again, but I'm getting a blumpkin at 2.
Well, anyway, Yves Saint Laurent raked in $350 million since passing away in June of 2008. And Broadway legends Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein took the number 2 spot with $235 million in earnings for 2009.
I see a scene where, like, Chaz is on the can.
Yeah.
And he's wiping himself. And you walk in and you go, why are you wiping yourself so carefully, Chaz? You don't dab. Just stick your whole fucking arm up there.
Every once in a while, you get a hanger.
You're supposed to have roids.
And while you're shitting, look at Aqueduct. Give me some handicapped horses.
You bet horses while you shit.
Hey, douchebag, who do you like in the fifth?
If you're wiping so carefully, you know, man, you should be looking at the racing form.
Fuck sushi. We're gonna go get some of that chicken at Belmont. That great chicken they have at Belmont under the fluorescent lights.
Mary, I finally feel like a real man. Artie taught me everything I needed to know. 6 months, I'm a man. Oh, really? What are you doing tonight?
Tonight we're egging fags' houses.
Chaz, my God, you would think you'd be for gay rights.
Oh, yeah, gay rights. They have the right to get the fuck out of my face.
Chaz, you're a real man, finally.
Hey.
Somebody Cher can be proud of.
Hey, I'm all for gay rights. Get right the fuck out of here.
Wow. Chaz, you really morphed into Artie.
I'm so sorry.
Artie's a good coach because, look, you're a mess.
Like at the end of the movie, it's like The Fly. They realize they have to destroy
That's
Chaz.
right, we got to kill Chaz because Chaz is so horrible.
He's too manly.
Later, we're lighting the Lunfontaine Theater on fire.
All right, anything else, Robin?
Absolutely.
God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Fag.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, we were just talking about his earnings. Fans all over the country lined up to see the new Michael Jackson movie. Oprah even did a little bit on it on her show yesterday because she treated her whole audience.
Chaz, I hope you don't watch Oprah.
Holy shit, now. I wouldn't fuck Oprah with... I wouldn't fuck Oprah with Cher's dick.
Oh, my goodness. The movie had its...
So insensitive, like a real man.
Christ, that Oprah gets my dick even smaller.
at midnight yesterday, and some fans have seen it, and weighing in is Chris Glenn, who stayed up late yesterday to check out the new Michael Jackson documentary being shown worldwide. 2-1.
All right. This guy went to the Michael Jackson thing?
He camped out so he could.
Chaz, you know not to camp out now that you're a man.
No, I'm no butt camper.
Gay rights. Means I have the right to throw rocks at him.
Yeah, gay rights. I'll beat them up in a dress.
Chaz, you're such a man. All right, here he is, Robin, Chris Glenn, who camped out for Michael Jackson tickets.
You saw, Michael just be himself. Aside that you...
the interviewer sounds like a Maureen Guard.
No, that's no interviewer. That's the guy.
Oh, that's the guy. Oh, okay.
Whenever seen and, just growing up, he was just being himself.
That guy, whoever did that interview must work for a really shitty radio station. They have worse mics than we even have. Yeah. What kind of tape recorder are they using? My BlackBerry records better.
Wow. The ex-wife of the D.C. sniper says she was the original target of John Allen Muhammad. Mildred Muhammad says her husband first threatened to kill her when they lived in Washington State. 110.
All right. That's a pretty scary thought, right, Robin?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
He told me when we were in Tacoma in a garage that you are not going to raise my children by yourself. You have become my enemy, and as my enemy, I will kill you.
That's manly.
Chaz, you going to say that to your wife?
Yeah. Just fucking kill something.
Mrs. Muhammad says that she was shocked when lawmen said her husband was the D.C. sniper.
I was in complete horror. I was devastated to know that this had occurred and that he had taken these types of steps to get to a resolution that he ultimately did not obtain.
The only thing worse would be if we found out he was in line for Michael Jackson tickets.
Know what she says? She says that he was doing the D.C. sniper killings to divert attention from the fact that he wanted to kill her, that he eventually would have killed her.
So he was doing a good thing.
Killing her would have been a good thing?
No. He was not killing her by killing everyone else.
No. He was just covering her murder.
Oh.
He was going to do the D.C. sniper thing, and she would have been killed by the D.C. sniper. He didn't expect to get caught.
Now I get it.
That was what all the killing was about, according to her.
The killings were all a cover-up just to get her.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't kill this guy soon enough. Oh. When are they going to give him the death penalty?
It's sometime this month, good. November 10th. Lethal injection.
Chaz, do you want to be there when they kill this guy?
Be there. I'll fucking do it myself.
Just hand him over.
I'll gut him with a fish knife.
Lee Boyd.
I'll take a machete to his cock.
Lee Boyd Malvo was the teenager who'd accompanied him on his killing spree. He's now 24 and serving multiple life prison terms without the possibility of parole.
Right. Chaz, it's such a masculine laugh. Is that Artie taught you that?
Yeah, Artie taught me how to go from laughing to hacking cough.
That's so manly.
Yeah. So attractive. All right. Boy, Artie's a good teacher.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is celebrating 25 years.
Yeah, rock and roll. Hey, fuck Miley Cyrus. Climb Justin Timberlake. Where the fuck is Hatchet?
The two-night Celebrating Rock History launches tonight at Madison Square Garden in New York and will wrap up on Friday night. The shows will turn the spotlight on legends from varied genres.
Chastity, what's that blood dripping between your legs? Seems like you're still a little bit girly.
No. I had a bad meatball sub.
Okay. Oh, I didn't eat meatballs.
Yeah, a little blood from your ass, and that's fine.
Tonight's roster at the concert includes Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Stevie Wonder.
That is some lineup for this. Can you believe they're all getting together to raise money for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like, doesn't that seem kind of weird? Like, when do they get together, like, find a cure for AIDS? Right. Of all the charities.
Something worthwhile.
Fuck a cure for AIDS.
It's essentially making sure that the place that pays tribute to you stays in business.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. Like, Maybe we should raise money for the Radio Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I found a cure for AIDS. Stop banging, guy.
Chaz.
Stevie Wonder's on the lineup. Simon and Garfunkel.
Right.
Paul Simon performing as a solo act.
Simon hates Garfunkel, like with a passion. And for this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he's willing to get back together. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Crosby, Still, Nash, and Friends. And tomorrow night's lineup will be U2, Aretha Franklin, the Jeff Beck Band, and Metallica.
It's funny that it's Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Friends. Every friend except for Neil Young.
Exactly.
Go find him.
And Clapton.
All right.
We want the non-friend.
All right.
By the way, you said Metallica? Metallica.
Oh, there's Chaz again.
Kill them all. Metal up your ass. Ride the lightning.
Chaz is a real man.
Wow. Slayer.
I'm telling you, I could make a movie where Artie mentors Chaz. If I could get the real Chaz and get Artie.
I'm sure we could get her.
Yeah.
Well, she could be looking for work, right?
Yep. I'm telling you, it would be the great... I bet you everyone will go see the movie. And I would write it. I'll write it this weekend. Okay. It writes itself.
You just did it here.
I got the whole movie. And then at the end, Artie... Can't even believe Chaz becomes such a man that Artie appears feminine next to Chaz.
I'm going to have to kill you, Artie.
Yeah.
Chaz, what are you doing? We're at a diner. Do some coke off your pancakes.
Artie starts to regret his actions as a man.
All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, my God, this is horrible.
And it's so great, too, because Artie's such a good teacher that Chaz actually steals Artie's girlfriend.
Oh.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I told you it's going to be a dark movie.
Oh, yeah.
Guess where I am, Artie?
This is no comedy.
Atlantic City.
Game one.
Guess what, Artie? I can get out of bed.
Game one of the 2009 World Series goes to the Philadelphia Phillies.
Right.
The Phillies beat the New York Yankees 6-1 at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx yesterday. CC Sabathia gave up only 4 hits in 7 innings of work for the Bombers, but both of those hits were solo home runs by Phillies second baseman Chase Utley. Utley says he wasn't focused on being the catalyst for the offense.
That's not your goal going into the game. Your goal is trying to put good at-bats together and see what happens. Obviously, I was able to squeak one over the fence early in the game, but it's a good feeling when you can help your team win.
Chaz, are you a Yankee fan or a Met fan?
The Yankees have heterosexuals.
Yeah, he used to be a Mets fan.
When you were a girl, you were a Met fan.
Huh? Oh, I had season tickets and everything.
You had to sell them?
I taught Gary how to pitch.
When you were a girl, you taught Gary how to pitch?
Yeah.
Chaz, you're such a man. Artie taught you well.
I said, whatever you do, don't hit the fucking umpire.
Here's the Yankees manager, Joe Girardi, who says CC deserved a better fate last night. 1-5.
We had players play big in the series. CC was huge for us. Alex was huge for us. Mariano Rivera was huge for us. Our starting pitching has been outstanding throughout. Our bullpen has been pretty good throughout. Guys have gotten big hits. I mean, it all started with Alex. We've had big players do big things, and that's why we've got a chance to go to the World
Somehow
Series.
that didn't stop.
And CC's big, man.
Yeah.
He's enormous.
Yeah, but how do they get... Oh, well, I guess the relievers let a lot of runs.
What happened was they took him out, and this guy, Phil Hughes, came in and immediately got players on first and second. They had to get him out, and that led to some runs.
Right.
They need middle relief.
Who are we talking to, Chaz or Artie here? I'm a big Chaz fan, no offense.
Howard, pull my finger.
Yankees
But
fans?
Chaz, you shit your pants.
Howard, pull my finger. Whoa, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh my goodness.
That's very manly, Chaz. Yeah.
Doesn't take much to get the Yankees down, but you know.
What's your mom making you for dinner tonight?
What is Artie doing? Artie's crying.
Artie's like a girl next to Chaz.
Steak pizza-yo.
Chaz, you having steak pizza?
She's making
And is your mom going to wash the shit out of your underpants?
I said, Mom, listen, I did the pull my finger thing again, so get out the Clorox.
Yeah, when you were a girl, you were a vegan, right?
Yeah, I was a vegan. Yeah. Now I eat a different kind of meat.
Yeah. All right, what else here?
Yes, here's a little Yankee fan reaction to yesterday.
Howard, pull my elbow.
Jesus, Chaz. Just shit all over the studio.
I shit on Benji.
Oh, man.
That's okay.
1-6.
We're getting hits, man. Can't win a game when you can't hit the ball.
The first one's okay. We're going to come back. We're going to come back.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, we'll get him in 6 games. It's going to take 6 games now, I think.
Howard, can I be your new head of security?
Benji, did Chaz shit on you? No. All right.
I shit all over his enormous bucket of lettuce.
Here's a Phillies fan who was perfectly happy with the result of last night's game.
Right, the Phillies fans were happy. Here we go.
Everybody's upset. I don't know why everybody's upset. I'm happy. We're winning. We take the series back home. Home field advantage. We got it. Sorry, guys.
Is the next game in Philadelphia?
No, the next game is here in New York.
I'm going tonight. I'm psyched.
But then there'll be 3 in Philly.
All right.
And if they take, of course, they're already taking home 1 win, which means they could win the series at home.
I'm going tonight as Chaz.
Look for Artie as Chaz.
Hey, Gaylord! Hit something, you fuck.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Anything else, Robin, or is that it?
Yes, a U.S. congressman is taking issue with the NFL commissioner on his stance on Rush Limbaugh. Isn't that interesting?
I love Rush.
We don't have anything else for Congress to be worried about.
What a man Rush is.
During a hearing about head injuries in football, Republican Steve King of Iowa questioned the commissioner, Roger Goodell, about comments he made about the conservative radio personality. Here's the congressman saying he thinks some NFL owners have said worse things than Rush Limbaugh has. 2-4.
All right. This should be interesting. 2-4.
I don't think anything that Rush Limbaugh said was offensive, but with Fergie and with J-Lo, they have, between the two of them, alleged that the CIA are terrorists and liars. They've promoted sexual abuse of women. They've used the N-word, verbal pornography.
Wow. Sounds like what Chaz should be doing.
You know, at tonight's game, I'm sitting right behind Kate Hudson.
Hey, Chaz, how many times a day are you shaving now?
Actually, I'm up to 4 times.
So great. Like Chaz, how often do you shave? Once a week. But,
yeah.
But they say it's going to get much more intense.
Yeah, by November, I hope to be like Nixon. Yeah, I'm sitting. Good news, I'm sitting right behind Kate Hudson tonight.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to put my cock on her shoulder.
You're such a guy. I can tell Artie trained you well.
I'm just a guy.
All right.
So King was pointing out that singers Jennifer Lopez and Fergie are owners, even though he considered their lyrics more offensive than anything that Rush Limbaugh has said. But those girls aren't singing about football.
Once Artie's done with you, you'll be putting your kids in a balloon and flying them over the city.
My kids are all out stealing cable right now.
Oh, God.
Anything else, Robin?
Yeah, there's a terrible story happening, just unfolding out in California. It's in Richmond, California, where police say there was a gang rape at a high school homecoming dance last weekend. They've arrested about 4 people or 5 people so far, but they say it could have been about 20 people, raping this 15-year-old girl with another group watching and doing nothing to stop it. So they're continuing the investigation, and even more disturbing details involving the assault are coming out. 1-9.
It's awful. Wowee. Hold on. 1-9. All right, you're jumping over the place here. I got to stay with you, Robin.
During the 2.5 hours that this crime was going on, several people came, saw what was going on, and either left and didn't report it to the police, or stayed and observed, and in some cases participated in her gang rape.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. Those arrested allegedly participated in the beating, robbery, and sexual assault of the girl on the school campus last Saturday night. Authorities claim the young men laughed and took pictures as they took turns assaulting the girl. Police believe as many as 20 people watched the brutal crime unfold over 2.5 hours and theorize that up to 10 people had a role in the assault. So they're looking to still make more arrests. They found the girl sort of unconscious, semi-conscious or something, under a park bench or something.
Right.
And that's how this all came to light. And when police pulled over 42-year-old Jamie Aguirre over a lane violation, they found several suspicious items in his truck, including hundreds of pornographic images. Detective David Blau
sounds like Fred's truck.
says he's appalled after learning that Aguirre allegedly used a camcorder and wireless camera to spy on several children and adults while working as an ultrasound technician at Advanced Medical Imaging in Ohio. 2-2.
To set up a covert camera and record patients while they're undressing and while they're undergoing test procedures is something I may have seen it all now.
In addition to the memory cards containing hundreds of porn images, authorities also found knives, handcuffs, and a police scanner in the truck.
That'd be very cool for you, Chaz, to have knives and handcuffs and a police scanner in your car.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That was the one thing missing at Letterman's studio.
Right.
Are you watching Survivor anymore, Howard?
No.
You're done with that?
Yeah, I guess I just, I don't know. I haven't been watching a lot of my shows. I stopped watching Heroes.
Uh-huh.
I stopped watching.
I'm trying. That's getting so convoluted, I don't know what they're doing.
It bummed me out. I just couldn't take it this season. I love superhero stuff, but man, oh man, too many people have superpowers. I hate that the villain guy.
There are no regular people.
Yeah, and the villain guy was trapped in some guy's head, and it just was like, I don't know, I'm bumming out. Nobody seems to be able to, I don't know. It just was too much. I didn't like it. I stopped watching Lost. I gave up on that.
Yeah, I don't even know where that is.
That I couldn't take. Can't tell you.
But you were, pretty good about hanging in there with Survivor.
I love the show, but I got to free up my life.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, apparently, like I've always said, one of these days somebody's going to die on one of these shows. And Russell Swan might have been, a candidate. He's feeling great, even though he got kicked off Survivor Samoa last week due to health-related issues. Swan says, seeing the incident on TV last week where he passed out twice didn't compare at all to his own memories of the event. Because of this, he hadn't warned his wife about how scary the show was going to be. 2-5.
I, unfortunately, since my memory was so skewed, didn't warn her that this was going to happen.
What had happened was my memory was skewed.
No, Your Honor.
Russell is a big guy who works out regularly and always calculates his calories, which is why the starvation diet on the island led to his frightening blood pressure plummet.
So my body is used to getting what it needs,
I can't wait for TV to get back to, real celebrities with real movies and parts. And
not people almost dying?
Yeah, I don't care at all. I'm burned out on all the reality. Except for, of course, Leave It to Lamas.
Yeah.
And that Sabato
and
show.
Yes. My Antonio.
Love it.
Levi Johnston, he won't go away. That is the kid who fathered Sarah Palin's daughter's baby. And he's still doing TV interviews for some reason or other. He was on CBS The Early Show yesterday, and he says he's keeping some huge things about the former governor of Alaska from the public.
His fame's going away, So it's like now he's tickling your ass and telling you he's got stuff.
If she's going to go out there and say stuff to me about me, I'm going to leak some things on her. I mean, that's just how it is.
He already did. He went on The Early Show, and he said that she calls the baby she had that has Down syndrome, calls him the retarded baby. I'm not kidding you. Did you hear this?
No.
Did you hear it, Robin?
No.
And Levi told a lot in a first-person expose in this month's Vanity Fair.
Tell me some of the things that you revealed that you think people found surprising about Sarah Palin.
I think the biggest hit we've had on the Vanity Fair, people really look on as when she called her kid retarded. I mean, I've got a lot of people talking about that.
Levi says Sarah Palin repeatedly joked about her son Trig having Down syndrome.
When would she say that?
She's coming home from work and she'd be like, where's my retarded baby, all this, and it just wasn't right. I mean, I've never stepped, saying...
Kids that come in, you know what it is? He probably likes being famous.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got to keep coming up with shit. I'm no Sarah Palin fan. That sounds ridiculous. Where's my retarded baby?
Anybody see my retarded baby?
Where's my retarded baby?
That's it, Chaz. You need to say stuff like that.
That's manly.
Yeah. But, you know, soon when his fame gets even lower, he's going to have to come up with more stuff.
Well, yeah, you know, he's saying that he's still keeping some things under wrap. He provided no specifics and would not say whether Palin's actions were illegal or unethical. As he put it, quote, I have things that would get her in trouble and could hurt her, but I'm not going to go that far.
Sure. But where's my retarded baby? Then, like, I just picture her on TV going, and then she would, let's see, she'd come home and hop on the Sybian in front of her entire family, kids and all, and the retarded kid.
Just making everything up. Look, one day I saw her put her and the retarded baby in the fridge.
I can just picture the agent on the phone. Listen, Levi, no offense. People are losing interest in you.
You got to step it up.
You have anything else on Sarah Palin? Don't worry, I'll come through. All right, here he is on the Today Show, Levi Johnston. Levi, what else do you know about Sarah Palin? Well, you see, I didn't want to say this, but all right, she keeps saying stuff about me, so here it is. That retarded kid she has, well, she kept him tied up in the backyard in the doghouse. Really? Yeah.
And then she'd throw him in the dryer and let him spin.
Right. And then
she'd taser him.
And then she took him and sent him to the moon in a rocket ship.
And then she let the sled dog chew on his leg.
Listen, I don't think it's good to put a child's hand in the blender, but apparently she thinks differently.
Said it was good for his motor skills.
I'm sure he just gets that Sarah Palin has a penis.
Yes. President Obama has signed into law hate crimes legislation passed by Congress last week. So at a White House ceremony, he said that this law will protect everyone. And he also said that America must stand against crimes of all kinds.
Absolutely. That's right, Robin. Is that Chaz or?
No, some crimes are all right.
We must stand against crimes that are meant not only to break bones, but to break spirits.
Right.
Not only to inflict harm, but to instill fear.
Fuck this pussy.
And he cited FBI statistics on hate crimes.
In the most recent year for which we have data, the FBI reported roughly 7,600 hate crimes in this country. Over the past 10 years, there were more than 12,000 reported hate crimes based on sexual orientation alone.
Chaz, now, if you're going to become a real man, you've got to love hate crimes.
Wah, I'm gay, don't hit me. Wah.
The law is named after Matthew Shepard, a gay man murdered in Wyoming in 1998.
Boy, Chaz, you really made the transformation complete. All those lessons with Artie really paid off.
Well, I'm homosexual. Get me out of a headlock.
I'll tell you.
You know, Senator Al Franken is weighing in on those two Northwest pilots who were relieved of their licenses the other day. He says they said that they were distracted while using their personal laptops. He says it's not only puzzling how they could do that, but it calls into question their credibility. 1-8.
I don't understand what they did. Evidently, they turned their radios down while they were on their laptops. It's insane. I've never heard anything like this. If you told me this set of circumstances was going to occur, I wouldn't write in a screenplay.
He says it's just not plausible. You wouldn't even make that up to put it in a fictional account of what would go on.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's a bad excuse.
We turned down the radio so we could look at our laptops.
Right.
He wants federal regulators to prohibit the use of personal computers on jetliner flight decks. Well, they usually say you're not supposed to do anything that distracts you from your job, but I guess they couldn't figure that one out. So anyway, that's what's going on with them. They have 10 days or 9 days now to appeal the ruling in their case. 3 days of promotion for Britney Spears' new 3 video are underway. The singer's Twitter feed is ground zero right now for fans hoping to get a glimpse of the pop star's latest video. Here's a little of Britney.
This is new.
2-9.
This is a new video?
This is a new music.
All right.
From Britney.
Toxic circus.
F-U-C-K me.
F-U-C-K me. Toxic circus. F-U-C-K me. Toxic circus. Circus.
Womanizer.
You know, they said, what can we do with Britney? Well,
she really grows as an artist.
Somebody said, well, she can count to 3, so they put it in a song.
Yeah. Keeps changing it up. I like that about
On Wednesday.
Thank God I fucking hate her now.
Hey, Chaz, ever since you became a man, you're
A new still shot from the video was released, and today, 5-second video clips are expected to be sent out once every 3 hours. To see them, fans will have to start following Brit on Twitter. Right. The address is twitter.com/Britney Spears. She's got to have the world's greatest producers because she keeps producing, cranking out those hits. Right. She's amazing.
Hey, Robin, let's see those tits.
That's not what I said. I said she keeps cranking out those hits.
I heard tits.
Red Cliff is the new John Woo film about an alliance between the Zhou and the East Wu kingdoms in China.
Sounds like the worst thing ever.
He's been a big Hollywood director in his day, but he explains why he doesn't miss certain aspects of American filmmaking.
What number is that?
3-2.
All right. John Woo, everyone.
One thing I miss Hollywood. Everything is so professional. I love to work with the crew, and I love to work with the actors.
I love it to work with the actors.
They're so professional.
So professional.
Don't let the border hit you in the ass.
And here he talks about things he doesn't miss about Hollywood.
All right.
I also never get used to the for the meetings and
too many meetings.
Never got used to the language either, did you?
me make film. Too many meetings about film.
And then so many people involved in a project.
Every minute with the project.
It get much longer time to set up a project, and sometimes even hard to make a decision.
Motherfucker.
How to make decision?
You listen to me talk, you know I know what I'm doing.
Give me $50 million in a camera.
And don't bother me with meeting.
Don't piss me off.
All right. Anything else?
And finally, there's a new family coming to reality television. This one, I think, is a group that has 22 children.
Yes.
A former Jerry Springer show producer, Bobby Goldstein, told In Touch magazine that he had a pilot, John and Kate plus John plus Octomom, in the works, and that Goslin was on board. According to press release, In Touch obtained Goldstein's show would follow Goslin as he contemplates what hooking up with the Octomom would really be like.
I'm looking forward to Octomom anything.
That's crazy. Who cares? These people are ridiculous.
The tentative title is 26 People Go Crazy.
And that's what's happening.
All right. And thank you, and thank you, Chaz.
No problem.
For coming by today.
Hey, Howard.
Love your new voice. Here's Artie.
I just want to say...
Time to get serious, right?
I have a new comedy DVD and CD coming out. Called Artie Lang, Jack and Coke, available at FYE November 17th. Go to artie-lang.com for more info on how to purchase it online as well. I'm going on the internet.
Oh, look at you.
Online, look at you.
Going right into the 21st century.
Jack and Coke, November 17th. It's a very dirty, controversial stand-up TV.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Halloween is what, this weekend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, who cares? I'm talking about Identity Guard.
I'm going as a dude.